Right, you've joined the From the Vault presentation during our 10 years event of the Squirrly Company, and I couldn't be more excited about telling you more. So, From the Vault, it's gonna be all about these all of these years at the Squirrly Company, and I think that it's gonna be an amazing presentation, especially for those of you who are really curious about the company, what products we launched, when we launched them, and how we did over the years. I think this is going to be a fantastic presentation. I'm really excited with what my team has prepared in terms of materials from everything that happened over the years at the Squirrely Company. So I'm super excited that you offered me the opportunity to present this to you because it's phenomenal. And I wanted to let you know that we start from 2013 because you've seen the other presentation probably, or you will see it. You will see during the event the presentation with the 20th of December 2012, where I even mentioned that we were founded in September in 2012. We opened the company in the United Kingdom, we received our investment, and then in December that year, we did the first launch for Squirrly SEO. But in 2013, we actually started gathering more data and doing more, and it was the time when Squirrely SEO was officially released, so people could actually spend money on it and they could purchase the premium subscription. So this is why this presentation from the vault starts from 2013. The other details and what we've done in the previous year, they are in the other presentation with the 20th of December. So we're going to start this now. And it's really cool. So this was the steampunk squirrel. We had this in 2013 when we changed some of the designs for our squirrels. You can see in the presentation with the 20th of December that we had different types of squirrels, and now they've evolved. They grew bigger. In May that year, we organized the Adopt a Squirrel contest. It was very popular with our audiences. They could adopt some of these cute squirrels. And we had a sort of game, so you had to adopt the squirrels, and then we did something happen, and people got prizes for adopting the squirrels. It was really cool, and it was very nice to see the members of our audience which squirrels they would pick. So it was really interesting to see all that and to see that all of the squirrels were adopted in the end. So that was pretty cool. Then it marked the milestone when we had our first really big number of downloads for the Squirrely SEO plugin. So let's see, there are many plugins to choose from on the WordPress directory, so we are extra proud to say that in just 3 short months, Squirrly managed to stand out from all the others and reach 50k downloads. So we did that in just 3 months, the first 3 months on the WordPress directory, and we had this big of a number of downloads. So that was really cool for us. That also gave a lot of confidence to our investors and everybody that was around us, because at the time we didn't reach profitability yet. It took us 9 months to reach profitability, which is a lot faster than most of the other startups out there. Maybe I don't know how many startups actually manage to do this, because there's like very few, because most of them need to get further funding, otherwise they go down like that, and that's why many startups don't even make it after their first year. So we've managed to reach profitability in just 9 months, and that was really cool. And investors were really happy because they saw that we were getting so many downloads. So if we didn't reach profitability, they knew that we could definitely raise another round of investment, which we didn't, but it was really good to know that we could do it because we were growing pretty well. Then by June, there were tons of articles. You can see the number right there. I won't get into it because it's a pretty big number of articles that were optimized using the Squirrely SEO plugin, which even back then was basically software as a service plus plugin, but we didn't present it that way because we felt like at the time people wouldn't really understand what software as a service was about, so it was easier to call it an SEO plugin. That was in June. Now in July, it was the year that inspired the new logo. I mean, this is a logo that we've kept for many years. This was inspired by the concept of thinking differently. So we didn't want to build an SEO plugin in order to build an SEO plugin. We didn't want to create competition for Yoast. That's not the point of Squirrly. That's not what we've done in the past. That's not what we're doing now. We don't care about that stuff. As you will see, our purpose and our mission is to help our customers get their own clients from the internet, and that's what we focus on. So we don't care what features somebody else has. We don't care what they're doing. We care about preparing the best customer journey for our audience and we're thinking differently because we don't care about the others, we care about our customers, their needs, and how they are going to be successful on the web and how they're going to get clients. And that's what Squirrely is all about. And this logo was actually to mark the fact that we were going to think differently about this, and we weren't going to do, even in the car maker industry, everybody's just looking like what are all the other car makers doing instead of focusing on bringing about new innovation. And we weren't going to do the same thing, so we were going to stand out and really do something differently. Then the mascot also had more improvements, and Christina has made a lot of fun of us because she made us draw our own versions of the mascot, and you can see that they weren't actually perfect. This horrible one was the one made by me, so you can see my talent for drawing stuff. It was really cool because we introduced the fan of the week segment on our Facebook page, and these guys, these wonderful people, they actually became our customers even for the agency. We did lots of collaborations with Mike Barnes. This was one of our biggest fans of all times. She really helped us a lot with spreading the message about Squirrely and what we were trying to achieve. So it was really cool, and they got recognition on our Facebook page. We created this sort of collectible cards, as in a trading card game, and we did that for them. Uh, we love to have fun as a company, so we could not miss out on a chance to celebrate our first year of Squirrely with a cake. So you can see the squirrel shaped cake. So I will talk about this as well in the 20th of December 2012 presentation when we did the first launch of Squirrely, that we also had a cake, and there I talk about our passion for cake. Right, so this was a really great moment during our first year. Then in October 2013 we launched our second WordPress plugin. It was Starbox, the author box for humans. In November we participated and we took some prizes at different events. And we celebrated Christmas the Squirrely way. So these are all very fun moments from our past. Now let's move on to 2014. This was the lineup of 2014. In April we had moved to a new office space. You can see that Anna was super excited about this, and Andrea also. We started doing Squirrely games. We also started creating games for our audiences, and we had the social media league, sort of a thing like Marvel and DC Heroes, but made with squirrels. So maybe you can recognize some of these guys. This is Nova, this is the Scarlet Witch, this is Batman, this is the Flash, this is Cyclops, this is Hawkeye, and this is Juggernaut. Sorry to give you the spoilers, but I'm really excited seeing this image. After all these years, these were the icons for follow us on social media, and we've made them with squirrels. You played the game and you won a prize from us. We also did games back then, and then we started a very special game. It was the Gratitude Project. It was the first edition of the content marketing game, and this was only sent out to very few people in our audience. So the ones who were supporting our products the most, they got this game for their Windows computers. They've got this game as part of the Gratitude Project. They also got other swag from the Squirrely company, but this was a game that was only built for them, and they were the only ones who got to play it. So it was really cool that they've got such a collectible edition of Squirrely, and it was super fun to play, and it had amazing graphics. Right, so besides working on the game for our audience, we also enjoyed playing games ourselves. So it's part of our company culture to do gamified stuff, to see things from the perspective of different games, to build motivation, build collaboration, and it's part of our company culture to play games. And it was something phenomenal. We've had different houses, but I'm not gonna talk about it. You can find ideas on this on our blog, because we used to blog about how we were treating our company culture, and company culture is one of those things that really makes Squirrely stand out from all the rest. Well, anyway, so we had our own houses inspired by the Harry Potter houses system, and those were the names of the houses: Spitfire, Evergreens, and Alwich. Then you can see that we kept continuing this tradition, and we did stuff even outside the office sometimes. We've had our first cat visitor. She was saved by one of our teammates. Then we did the Squirrly Hackathon in 2014, and this was a super, super big event for us. It really helped us connect with lots of amazing developers, lots of talent, lots of great people came to the event. And one of our ideas was, I mean, for the content marketing game, it actually came, the gameplay idea came from the hackathon. So it's incredible how many ideas were exchanged between us during those 24 hours of just building Squirrely stuff together with developers in our community. And as you can see here, Squirrely never stopped being part of the entrepreneurs community. We were very involved back then, both me and Colleen. We were at many of the events. We were talking to a lot of people in Cluj-Napoca, in London. We were everywhere. At one point, Colleen was everywhere, even in New York. So we were everywhere doing startup stuff and engaging with different entrepreneurs. That's why we're so focused on helping entrepreneurs be successful, because we've really talked to a lot of entrepreneurs and we know what their needs are. We also started the content agency. So we've started the content agency back in 2014, which enabled customers to get SEO optimized content directly from the Squirrely team. In July, we expanded our social media presence by starting our very own Pinterest account, and you can see some really cool pictures here from the past. That's why this presentation is called From the Vault, because I'm now I'm taking things from the vault and I'm showing them to you on screen. The Squirrely SEO plugin got a makeover at one point, and we've redesigned the performance analytics system after integrating $60,000 worth of server machinery made available to us by Microsoft. This was very cool. We had a lot of server power to experiment with, and we've used all of that to optimize all of our processes and everything that we do. And that's why we are so efficient at processing data, because we actually had a lot of ways to test what we were doing. And we weren't afraid to break everything, because all of this was basically free money for our startup. So it was really cool that we got to do that with Microsoft. In September, we also launched Content Look. And we had different ideas for the logo. It was a spin-off of the Squirrely SEO audit, so it was definitely also a spin-off of the logo that we had. In October that year, we celebrated our 2 years anniversary with cake. And we had to give a shout out to it, because this was the concept for the cake, and then this was the cake. So I think that it was really, really cool. It was also the first year of our now very popular Halloween game. This Halloween game has been played by countless thousands of people along the years. It's a text-based browser game, and it had different images of squirrels, different prizes over these years. And it started back then in 2014. Then in November that year, Starbucks also got its new logo that we still use today. These were some of the ideas and the concepts for the logo. Then in 2015, let's see what happened with the Squirrely company. See that we grew wings and we flied over the moon. So we had a new logo for our agency services. We did lots of redesigns inside Squirrely SEO. And we've created this thing. So this was the SEO settings assistant. This was one of the coolest digital assistants that we've built, because even though it wasn't as algorithm heavy as our other digital assistants, this one was one of the most useful, because after implementing the assistant, we got tons of feedback from people in our community saying, I finally know what I'm supposed to do with an SEO plugin inside of WordPress, because Yoast wasn't offering this, and I think Yoast was our only competitor back then, because Yoast wasn't offering this, and in Squirrely they found out what they needed to do. They could click on let's do this, they could click on skip, they could click on learn how, and they went through the settings. They were guided through every setting that they needed to do, and by doing any setting, this gamified profile strength score with SEO star, it kept going up. So everybody wanted to fill the logo, so they actually went ahead and did all the settings, and at the end of it they figured that, whoa, we actually have amazing technical SEO implementation on our sites thanks to the gamification from this digital assistant that Squirrely SEO did. So it was really cool to see that. In April, the Easter Bunny paid us a visit at the office. We also attended a very big event where we presented our a Squirrly content agency, and we had a lot of swag that we gave out to participants. This was in Eastern Europe, the event, and we met with lots of great companies, even Bandai Namco and lots of other companies. Our Twitter presence grew and grew, and we started to feel so appreciated that we wanted to return the favor by thanking our followers. So you can see that we've created special images for them. In July, we created our very first office mural. This was basically my favorite wall in history. My Facebook wall has never even come as close as this one to being my favorite. This was a cool office at a cool wall at the office. This was the concept art, and this was Christina actually painting all of it on our wall. This was a super impressive project. Back in October that year, one of our biggest fans actually started working for Squirrly. So she was first a fan. That she received her Fan of the Week card. You can see we even printed it out for her, the trading card for Fan of the Week, and then she became a customer, and then she actually became an employee of the Squirrly company. She was working remotely for us from the United States in California, and it was very amazing to see that we actually turned a fan into a customer, into an employee. It was super fantastic to see that we were driving this kind of engagement from our audience, and we would get so many talented and amazing people to just come and help us and support us on our mission to help entrepreneurs. It's phenomenal. Right, so Squirrely turned 3, and of course this means cake, another cake shaped as a squirrel. Um, and it was also time for fun and games, as you can see in the picture. This was also a big year for our mascot because Christina started doing paper cut designs. So at Squirrely, team members are always encouraged to go explore more, cultivate their creativity, and yeah, they are actually encouraged to do so. So that's why we have so many projects at the Squirrely company, because we're trying to let people be as creative as they can possibly be, so that they actually feel like they're growing with us, not just working at the company, but they're growing with the company. So as far as Squirrely is growing, they're also growing, and they can explore lots of different things that they want to explore. So they become better at what they're doing, or they maybe find new areas that they never thought that they should explore, and they become awesome at doing that. So we've had lots of people switching from the first position they came into the company to something completely different now. And I make fun sometimes because everybody in the Squirrely company is a product designer because everybody has been involved in different aspects of product design. So each of them could basically get a job as a product manager in other companies. That's pretty awesome. Right, and we've had more graphics and stickers with the squirrels. In December, at the end of the year, we launched a new version of the content marketing game that looked Christmassy. Everybody agreed, even the guys in Product Hunt agreed that it really looks Christmas. So you could see that it was made in December, and it was made specifically for the Christmas season. Um, right? Yeah, we focused on ensuring that the games has a story, and that's why this year we've built a wiki for it to support that story and to support the gameplay better. And we think that now it's gonna make a lot more sense for the players how we've created the game and how everything works inside. So I really encourage you to check out the game, or at least to check out the rerun of our games division presentation during the 10 years event. Right, in 2016, in July, we rented out a very big room downtown. Uh, this is one of the best places downtown, and we've got a whole room in it for people, an event room, so that we could bring a lot of people, lots of bloggers, digital marketers, people working with PR with different companies, and we invited them there. We brought tons of Dell computers and Alienware computers from a local distributor, and working on Alienware is always awesome. That's why I wanted to mention. And we set this room up with the help of Sorel, our VP of technology back then, and we've invited everyone to come and test Content Look. It was absolutely phenomenal listening to the audience feedback and doing live testing with so many people at once. And we've learned a lot about Content Look's UI and UX from everybody that was involved in the testing process. In October, Squirrely never really stopped growing, and at our 4 years anniversary, we played games with some of our new friends, and we even enjoyed the presence of a new furry friend. In November, we reached the milestone for the website analysis plugin, so this was really cool because it was also starting to get recognition. And then in December, Starbucks was on the spotlight in Product Hunt and won prizes for it, so we were the first in these categories. Moving on to 2017 now. In March, we introduced the vision for our YouTube channel for how to get growth for your business, and we started doing the live streams. So this is when the live streams all started, and we were showing different content marketing tools that could help you out and help you grow your business. This is just another one of those things that we do to help entrepreneurs get clients from the web. These were super exciting times for us at Squirrly as we were getting ready to release 2 versions of the software at the same time. So we had Squirrly SEO 2017 and Squirrly SEO 2018 were both set to be released during the same year. So it was update after update after update, and it was like really big version updates. It wasn't just something very, very easy to do. It was incredible. And the best keyword research tool available for WordPress was redesigned to a whole new level. Plus, we've added 2 times more countries that users could choose from when doing keyword research. And we started displaying 3 times more long tail keywords than we did before. So what was already the best keyword research tool available inside of WordPress was now getting even better. Now the SEO audit becomes actually the Squirrly audit suite. We realized that we were calling it an SEO audit, and this was not exactly true because we were offering blogging audit, traffic audit, SEO audit, social media audit, links audit, and even web authority audit using our proprietary technology, which I've also talked about on my content look presentation. So we use our own things for calculating web authority. Then we had our SERP Checker product, which was a separate product from the rest of Squirrly SEO. You can even see here it's there, but it's not. The Squirrly SEO is not activated. That's why it says on the dashboard. And we have the SERP Checker. And we added a lot more countries to be displayed when searching for your Google rankings. So more countries were made available, so users could target specific markets. Even if the keyword is in Spanish, you're gonna rank in a different way in Argentina than you do in Spain. So that's important to know. Based on the keywords users chose for their articles, Squirrly SEO 2017 offered great looking images. So many copyright free images. We've updated our libraries for copyright free images. Users were very excited about this because they could no longer get sued for using any image that we were recommending, and now they had tons of images that they could choose from. So you didn't have to rely on Google Images anymore. You could just add this from the libraries. It was copyright free. We were the first ones to do this, and it was amazing. We released the Premium SEO Pack plugin. Back then, we also released our WooCommerce SEO plugin. So this was a year filled with excitement. In April, we've got a lot of people into the Backstage program, and they saw the brilliant new updates for Squirrly SEO 2018 before anyone else. We've also launched the Speedy Content ebook for building a sustainable content marketing strategy. And then in August, we were pretty insane. So bigger, faster, stronger. We've accomplished lots of things, and we've included lots of integrations between our plugins and our systems on my.squirrly.co, which was the previous cloud.squirrly.co. We've done lots of integrations and amazing updates back then. And Squirrly proved to be a solid alternative to popular tools like Moz and Keyword Tool IO and SEMrush. And actually, we split from SEMrush and we went our own way and we did our own algorithms, and we were getting a lot better results because we figured that SEMrush was offering cache data for up to 1 year. And with the new Squirrly SEO keyword research tool, we completely changed that, and we were becoming a very good alternative to everything out there in terms of keyword research. Now in September, so we've done tons of updates, and then in September we did a new one. We actually had Squirrly SEO Steve, and Squirrly SEO Steve was the most popular and best received new version of Squirrly SEO in our entire history. It came with tons of updates to make the user interface user friendly. You no longer had to do a lot of annoying things to use Squirrely SEO. Everything was much better integrated, and people could feel that they were speeding everything up. They were getting a lot more results in a lot less time, and it optimized all of their processes for doing SEO inside of WordPress. Right, we've changed lots of things as well. So you can see that we've went from 26 countries to 140 countries that you could choose from inside of our tools. The Squirrely SEO gets the split screen feature, which allowed you to better see the live assistant, and we also created the update button where you could asynchronously update the content so that you didn't have to wait for the check to be made. Expectation marketing book. We've started working on the expectation marketing book, which is a new marketing system that redefines trust for digital brands. Now we've sent this information and some of the ideas from the book. We already gave it, and it helped us attract a lot of customers to our agency. In October, we never stopped wanting to reward our fan base, and we created a new Halloween game. So this time it was a social media based one where you had to choose what our squirrel will wear for Halloween. Probably if you've been following us this year, we actually brought this one back to light again. So this was the first time we did it was in 2017, and now the second time was in 2022. Back with our teams, we reintroduced the Squirrely House games, and in November we did a new product hunt launch, and we were number one in the WordPress category. Then, in addition to the Squirrely SEO getting lots of updates, Content Look also got a fresh new look, and you can see here. And then we had a lot of fun at the office, trying to draw the Squirrely squirrel, the Squirrely mascot, and the Content Look mascot actually. So we've had a Content Look mascot. Oh, I forgot about this. So we also had to draw that one, and Christina again made fun of our drawing skills. But it was a really nice event. So in 2018, you can see we had a new member. In January, we won the first place in the Google category and the WordPress category with the new Squirrely briefcase. So after Squirrely SEO Steve, we launched Squirrely SEO briefcase that brought about the briefcase system for managing your keyword portfolio, and we were the first in the world to do that. And now, after all these years, there are people who are still trying to copy this feature, and they're finally integrating this feature into their tools because they saw that we were right all along. And if people know their keyword portfolio, they can do so much better at SEO, and they're finally starting to copy this innovation of Squirrely that we've done way back, and launched it in 2018 at the beginning of the year. But it's fun, and I'm happy that people have learned how to do proper SEO. Then in April, the SEO Live Assistant has done a lot of helping. Lots of people increased their traffic. So it was pretty phenomenal for us to see that. And we've helped lots of non-SEO experts figure out what they need to do to get proper SEO results. Then in May, our Squirrely SEO plugin had become a lot better at helping with local SEO. And 2018, we also launched the personal branding book, which is one of the coolest things that we've ever done. If you haven't read it, I encourage you to go to squirrely.co and find the personal branding book to read it. In July, we've announced the integrations with Gutenberg and WordPress 5, so we've started having this SEO Live Assistant work with Gutenberg. We also began working actually on launching, because we took a lot of work to do Squirrely Social, but we worked on launching and preparing Squirrely Social for the audiences so that everybody can use it. This was also launched in 2018. Collaborative social media platform. It makes it easy to schedule. Also in 2018, we did Squirrely Spy. Then in October, we did the Shopify app for Squirrely SEO. So we've had lots of business owners purchasing Squirrely Social after the release. We've added Google My Business to Squirrely Social, and we've done a lot more. But sadly, my presentation has to end here. I would have liked to walk you through the rest of the vault, because we've got some amazing things that we've done over the years, and I'm very happy that you were here with me on the presentation. I think that we can arrange for you to have the PDFs if you want to look more and see more from our history at Squirrely. Thank you very much for watching.